She may be pretty, she may be smart, she may be funny, she's changed your broken heart.
Hi guys, this is Kat from CatFoxDesigns, and in this video I will show you step by step on how to make this multi-strand necklace. I hope you enjoy, and be sure to subscribe to my channel for more DIYs and to follow my Birthstone jewelry DIY series. All of the supplies used for this project is from Joann's. What inspired this necklace was a trip to Joann's to find some dark red beads that mimicked Garnet for my Birthstone jewelry DIY series. So to make it easy for you to recreate this necklace, all of the supplies can be found at Joann's. There will be a materials list in the description box below, and I will have the minutes listed in the description box as well if you wanted to skip over me going over the materials listed in this video. So what you will need for this project are some eye pins, some jump rings, these are 4mm, some bugle beads, you will find these by the seed beads, some seed beads, and these will be used as spacer beads, and some nice large beads that you really like. I used some of these, and then I also got some small beads for a different strand on the necklace. You will also need a 3-strand end bar with a clasp, some nice chunky chain for one of the strands of the necklace, 2 crimps and 2 crimp covers. The crimp covers are optional but make the necklace look really nice and finished. You also need some beading wire, round nose pliers, wire cutters, chain nose pliers, flat nose pliers, and some crimping pliers. And I'll be showing you how to use the crimping pliers. Now getting into actually how to make the necklace, what you're going to need is some beading wire, and then slide a crimp onto the beading wire as well as one of the end bars. Now taking the end of the beading wire, you're going to thread it back through the crimp, just like this. Make some adjustments with the crimp on where it lays, because what you want to do is get a large enough loop by the end bar so then it has enough wiggle room to move around, but then not too large so then it kind of looks funny. So something more like this, and then make sure that the 2 wire ends are not crisscrossed within the crimp. And that's really important because you want a secure crimp. And then taking the crimping pliers, you're going to use the first section of the crimping pliers and just crimp down on the crimp, just like that. And then there's going to be an indent on the crimp now on the back side. You're going to take the crimping pliers again and use the second section of the crimping pliers to fold down the crimp, so then it's nice and secure. And what I like to do is, after I do that, I like to give it just a little bit of a squeeze to make sure that everything is nice and secure, just like that. And normally people like to take away the excess wire and cut it away with some wire cutters, but I actually like to leave a little bit of the wire there because it will be covered up by one of the beads. And I like to do that because then it allows you to make any adjustments later on, or if something breaks, you have a little bit of wire to work with. So optional, but you can take one of your crimp covers and then just pop it over the crimp, and then use your second section of the crimping pliers to kind of fold down that crimp cover and cover up that crimp to make it kind of look like a bead instead of a crimp, so it looks a little bit more polished. So now you can take your beads and string on your bead design. What I did was take the large beads and then use the seed beads as spacers. So large bead, seed bead, large bead, seed bead, until I reached my desired length, which was about 20 inches for the beaded strand. So after you reached your desired length of your beaded design, what you're going to do is take that wire end and thread a crimp through it and then the end bar, and then you're going to take that wire end again and thread it back through the crimp, so then you have a little loop just like this. Make any necessary adjustments and just take your time with this because it is a little bit more difficult when there is a beaded design attached. But I just like to spend my time and making sure that crimp is not too close to the end bar, because then it can't really move a whole lot then, and it kind of looks funny on laying on your neck. So just give it enough room so then it's kind of fluid. And then again, using your crimping pliers, crimp down on that crimp using the first section of that crimping plier. And then using your second section of the crimping pliers, fold down the crimp, and so then it's nice and secure, and I like to give it just a little bit of a squeeze at the end. I like to cut away the excess wire and then leave a little bit of a tail at the end and thread that tail through the beads to kind of hide it. And then after doing that, I like to pop on a crimp cover and then using my crimping pliers, fold down that crimp cover on top of the crimp. So the second strand to this necklace will be my chunky chain, and to attach the chain to the end bar, you're going to need a jump ring. What you need to know about jump rings is that they should never be opened by pulling them apart. What you need to do is actually hold one end of the jump ring with some chain nose pliers to keep it steady, and then go side by side to open it and close it with some flat nose pliers. So what I did was attach a jump ring to the chunky chain and then attach another jump ring, so then I can attach the chunky chain to the end bar, just like this. For the third and final strand of this necklace, you're going to have some fun by creating your own beaded chain. And so you're going to need some eye pins and just kind of thread some beaded design onto your eye pin. And what I did was use bugle beads, seed beads, and then the small red beads for my design. Now, taking your flat nose pliers, you're going to bend the wire end 90 degrees. Then you're going to switch over to your round nose pliers, so then you can create a loop at the end, and I'll show you how to do that. So just kind of taking the round nose pliers, you're going to kind of roll the wire end on the round nose pliers. And sometimes I like to use my fingers to kind of help the wire bend over, but just try to let the pliers do the work. Now, using your wire cutters, trim away any excess wire. And then just close the little gap with your round nose pliers. This is what I like to call a finished beaded unit. So each beaded unit turned out to be an inch long, and so what I did was make 16 of them, and then I attached each beaded unit together using some jump rings. Okay, to finish off this necklace, all you need to do is, yet again, open another jump ring and then attach your beaded chain to the end bar, and then you'll have your finished necklace.
She may be pretty, she may be smart, she may be funny, she's changed your broken heart. I'll never be her, although I try.
Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up and then also comment down below. And also, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification icon so then you can be notified of more videos.
To think that she'll be the one